friends, welcome to another reading. Today we're going to be discussing what messages Spirit has for you and advice towards the end. So this could be related to any part of your life, but go ahead and pick a pile. I'll see you on the other end. Hi there, Pile 1, welcome to your reading. So we're going to be discussing what message Spirit has for you and advice towards the end. So why don't we get into it? First we have Pisces, psychic, intuitive, dreamy. So some of y'all might be a Pisces watching this or have a Pisces placement. Man holding a heart. I love this imagery. I'm very called to notice how like soft his eyes are. Like it's like that Pisces kind of vibe. So maybe you are dealing with a Pisces person. Doesn't need to be a man specifically, but maybe you are. Divine wisdom. Eight of Pentacles. And the Queen of Cups. Beautiful. Okay, where am I going to put this one? Hold on. Okay. Card spread is going to be a little bit off. Yeah, did not think this would be an uneven spread, but here we go. Alright, pile 1. So this card right away is calling to me because this is very special to the deck that I do have, and all decks will be linked below. But the Divine Wisdom card talks about having certain fated things happening in your life to bring structure, to align you with a certain path, a certain frequency, a certain way of thinking or feeling, or just having something become known to you to feed you a truth or clarity or healing, whatever it is that you're needing right now. So Pile 1, if you've been feeling like you've had some circumstances where a lot of synchronicities have been happening lately, or you've been getting a single like an intuitive feeling, an intuitive hit, like something in your gut about a certain part of your life, or maybe it's just like every part of your life, I will say that this is a very important message for you right now. And it's going to bring in a lot of fated structured changes. If you're not someone who believes in fate, like that is completely understandable. Maybe you're feeling skeptical about these changes and about spirituality, and you're kind of like, well, I'm just learning to embrace the spiritual path, but I'm still kind of skeptical about it. Like, I don't really know what's here. I think Spirit's like validating that for some of y'all that are like starting out your spiritual journey or just starting to get deeper in it again. Spirit welcomes you here. Like I literally just heard like you're welcomed here. So I feel like with this Divine Wisdom card, if you're going through some sort of spiritual change or an awakening or truth, whatever that looks or feels like to you, I feel like Spirit is saying like there is confirmation in this message here that will help you gain clarity or truth or whatever it is you're seeking, hopefully. But certain things in your life have been leading you to spirituality, and if you find that there's many doors that are opening right now that are leading you to like one way, one path, or I don't mean to say that in a one-minded kind of way, but if you've noticed that all paths lead to home, kind of that, it doesn't need to be a home, but rather it's more like a metaphor. And if you find that most paths are leading to like somewhere, a certain point, or that it's way too what's the word, like holy shit, too many coincidences are happening, like that kind of thing, I feel like that is a really strong sign from Spirit that you're being led somewhere and guided somewhere very important. I will say that because this card has popped out twice for me in the past few days, and I have been feeling it. I've been feeling this card. So actually, I'm feeling very called to read the card meaning for you to see if anything would stand out for you, Pile 1. So why don't we pull you some, well, not pull you some messages, but pull you that specific message. But this deck is absolutely beautiful. I love it. Divine Wisdom, okay. So let's read. Hopefully you can see this properly on camera. Yeah, you can. The goddess Isis stands within a rose garden beneath an ancient, I don't know how to say that, ancient caduceus and the cosmic Orphic egg, each a symbol of unity with our celestial origins to the divine. Isis is the eternal goddess and great magician, and a timeless expression of the divine feminine. She encourages us to activate and reclaim our sovereignty and power and help awaken our individual and collective healing. Akasha, awakening, higher self, unity, and expansion. If you'd like to read all of this, like, you really can. You can screenshot it, but I'm going to highlight something that's sticking out to me. Although any part can stick out to you. I guess my main points of trying to explain that card is like the floodgates are beginning to open as the seated wisdom of the ancient mysteries are now pouring through. This is the divine knowledge that exists within your cellular memory and the power of your own unique story. You may be experiencing a breakdown of artificial structures that wish to fall by the wayside as new forms of wisdom stir within your heart. This may also indicate a deeper sense of awakening as you connect with various forms of teachings, lineages, or philosophies that call out from beyond this lifetime. But if you'd like to take a screenshot, you can. But that definitely goes hand in hand with what I was trying to say, having like fated coincidences happening in your life trying to lead you to a certain path or a certain thing. And you're feeling this truth emanating from your heart space or just your third eye or your being in general. But I feel like you're moving towards a much more emotional and spiritual nature here. You're moving towards your emotional truth. You're moving towards emotional healing, emotional expansion in your heart space. Because the Queen of Cups is a very emotionally connected person. You don't need to be a woman for this to resonate. You can be whatever gender and still find that it resonates. But this is a person who is in touch with their emotions and their fulfillment and community. There's a strong sense of community within this person, within you, and I feel like you're moving closer to just tapping into the spiritual side of things. And I don't mean to be like you're less materialistic, because we all could be, respectfully, and there's nothing wrong with that. I do feel like Spirit is encouraging you to balance out, if you've been working really hard, to balance it out with spiritual practices like yoga, meditation, energy work, or just tarot. If you do tarot, I feel like they're encouraging you to tap into your own wisdom of your heart and to find some more clarity in your heart. Now, because we have the Queen of Cups and the man holding a heart, this is telling me like some of y'all got a little connection going on here. So maybe some of y'all have met somebody, or someone from your past is hoping to return here. And Spirit's message is saying, I think that both of you guys are connected through the heart space right now and have been communicating with each other in the 5D. So I mean like through dreams, through telepathy, whatever that like looks like for you guys, right? But I don't know why, but I just got this vision of somebody like sending a meme like through a dream. Like saying, hey, what's up, and like sending a meme in the dream. That's like really funny. Oh my gosh, you know what else came to my mind? Like Pisces pop up in your dream to talk to you if they cannot do it in person. Wow, okay, so I mean that could be for like any sign, obviously any person. It doesn't need to be like through Pisces, but it was like a meme that I read however long ago, how many, I don't even know, but maybe this person or maybe both of y'all are like talking to each other through dreams right now, trying to communicate through that, trying to send each other texts through your dreams and trying to reach out. And it's a very much a 5D thing, and both of y'all could be at a distance right now, and I feel like there's a lot of longing from this person for you. There's a lot of yearning. There's a lot of like it's just the way that he looks at her. Like you don't need to be a man or a woman for this to resonate, but it's just, look at his eyes, bro. So maybe this person just has like really striking eyes, or they really like your eyes. Like someone here has some really smoldering eyes, and the eyes are the window to the soul is what I just heard. And like maybe when you look at this person or when they look at you, it's like they can not only see their life with you, but they see parts of themselves that they haven't been able to see before, and they understand the connection better. They understand how they play a role in this connection better. They understand how you play a role. But for some of y'all, if you guys are not dealing with anything romantic at all, please feel free to like drop this if this doesn't resonate for you, because there's a lot of people watching these videos, and I'm just trying to get everyone's message across. don't shoot the messenger. But this person, they're very passionate. I can't help it, but this person is extremely passionate towards you, and there's this gentle ferocity within them when they look at you, pile 1. Oh my gosh, like they are really like their heart just beats really fast whenever they look at you, pile 1. And I think it's mostly, and not only, but mostly because of your emotional nature. And I don't mean to say that in like, oh, you're emotional, like you're on your period. No, but like you understand the cosmos, at least a little bit of it. Not all of us do, and even I don't. I've been on this journey for 5 years and I don't completely understand how it works, but it's like you understand something that this person cannot, and they're attracted to that. They're attracted to your wisdom. They're attracted to your truth. They're attracted to how you're developing right now in your journey, and that's beautiful, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, they are like physically attracted to you. So whether this is like a past person or not, the feelings are still there, and there's a lot of like 5D communication going on here between y'all. And despite the distance, I just heard like love transcends time, space, and difficulties. So wow, for some of y'all, this is like a deep heart-based connection, and no matter where you guys are in your path, you guys have been feeling each other's energy for a long time. And I heard that it's been dancing around you, like you've been picking up on it a lot more. But for y'all who are not interested in romance right now, let me give y'all some attention here. So the 8 of Pentacles talks about taking an uncharted adventure, right? Adventuring into the unknown and seeing what's there, being at the precipice of something new, a new beginning, and it's ultimately very exciting. It's a step up, it's a level up. It's the point where you've reached past doubt and insecurity, and you don't need to be 100% healed to reach this state, but it's a point of reaching a more reassured state in your life, but also very anxious and excited for what's next is what I also heard. So some of y'all are really ready to enter a new uncharted chapter of your life. You're really ready to rip the page off, start a new one, try a new script. Y'all are ready to just do a 180. Or maybe you're not ready to do a 180. Maybe you're ready to welcome some gentle love in your life and some gentle change if that's what you need, right? Because not all of us respectfully want to have a whole 360 in our life, right? Some of us don't thrive on the drama and the chaos. But definitely there's still an element of wanting to pursue something new here, and going into uncharted waters and unknown territory here. And maybe there is some fear accompanied with this, but I think most of it you've understood about yourself, and most of it you've really reached inward to handle and approach in a very welcoming way with the Queen of Cups here. And if you've been very reciprocal, compassionate, and patient with yourself, Spirit is commending that, and that is helping you further move along in this journey. Because right after the 8 of Pentacles, we had the 9 of Pentacles, which is like resilience, growth, abundance, but also like feeling very confident in yourself and feeling like you have inner peace and bliss and contentment, and you're able to enjoy what is around you, even if you don't have all that it is you're yearning for. So I really feel like you're reaching that secure place within yourself, and maybe that is attracting this person in. For some of y'all, like you're attracting this partnership because you're in such a secure place and you're in such a secure emotional well-being, and you're approaching that. But definitely there's still something to be understood here with the 8 of Pentacles. Something still has to be discovered here. There's still something to visit here that's uncharted here, unlike unknown territory is what I heard. So maybe this could be like in romance, you know, maybe that's a territory you haven't stepped into for a while, or okay. Maybe that's a territory some of y'all have not like stepped into for a while. Spirit, why do we have the 8 of Pentacles here? Let's get some advice for that. Let's see what's up. Why do we have the 8 of Pentacles here for my pile ones? Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Alright, so this could be in regards to finances. Honestly, this could be maybe you're taking up a new project and you're just not sure how this is going to go. Maybe you and your partner are just kind of like confused, or just like, I don't know, but I want to see how this will go. Maybe you're single and you're wanting to pursue something new and you're ready. And it's requiring for you to have a new beginning and start over. It's requiring you to move into uncharted territory. It's requiring a new set of skills from you. But I believe Spirit is saying this would not have come to you if you weren't ready to build this up. This would not come to you if you weren't capable of handling it, is what I'm understanding here. Which is beautiful, because Spirit is trusting you and is having this faith in you to be able to handle this and to receive this and to really say that this is what you want, whether it's in a relationship or job. You know, I feel like Spirit is really out here saying you deserve this and it's all for you. This new beginning in your job, your finance, your relationships, your inner growth, your stability, whatever it is. Or maybe it's all of it. So I feel like you're moving into a much more stable place in your life. You're moving towards a much more emotional, spiritual truth in your life. You're becoming more emotional. You're becoming more in tune with the ups and downs and the flows and the purpose of life. You're getting deeper. You're settling deeper into life, into reality now. And maybe that is really why you're drawing in this person. There's so much longing. When I look at this card, there's so much longing for you, Pile 1. There's so much yearning and wow. Okay, you know what? We're gonna get you a love message. For some of y'all who need it, we're gonna get you that, because I want to know what's up, and I'm pretty sure y'all do too. So for some of y'all that have somebody in mind or want a relationship and have been manifesting that, this can resonate with you. Okay, Spirit, what's going on with this dude over here? Because this man holding a heart, what kind of message do you have for my Pile 1, Spirit? What's going on? All this steamy energy, like this yearning, this, oh my god, this mutual pining is what I heard. Mutual pining. What's up with that? So maybe both of y'all are yearning for each other in this connection. Ooh, one just fell in my lap. Oh my god, what did I say? Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Wow. Okay, for some of y'all, this is definitely something you're manifesting, whether it's a past person, take what resonates, or it's someone completely new and your heart is officially giving you messages about this person, and you're getting so much guidance and intuitive insight. Wait, don't rush into it. I feel like I just spoke Simlish for a second. If you're not sure what Simlish is, it's from The Sims, like how they speak their language. Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Ooh. Wow, so this is kind of like a slow burn romance, a slow burn kind of connection. This is honest, this feels like a slow burn. This feels like a really nice, stable, slow burn. I don't get the sense or feeling that this person or you are rushing into this. Rather, this is something you're manifesting and really wanting to take your time with it. And that is wonderful. And I feel like if your heart and your intuition has definitely been giving you signs about this person, this is like your confirmation, your sign that like it's happening. Something's happening here, but you're being told to take your time with this person, take your time with this connection. You have all the time in the world to get to know each other and allow it to hold on. I just noticed this spelling error. I just got this deck. Okay. Okay, you know what? We all make errors. It's fine. It's life. We're humans. I was just speaking Simlish a second ago, so like it's fine. I'm not gonna beat up this person. But as I was saying, what was I saying? Okay, so like, Spirit, yeah, to just wait, take your time, to not rush with this person and this connection. Definitely see how these feelings can unfold and what can happen from them. I feel like you're being urged to take your time. All right, let's get some advice for you. So this could just be like general advice, honestly. We're not gonna get specific romance advice. We're gonna get general advice for you. I honestly love how this reading just is. It was really nice. All right, Spirit, advice for my pile ones. Advice on their journey, please. The Moon. Seven of Swords. I'm like sniffing because Six of Pentacles. I'm like sniffing because it is like really cold here. Okay, so for advice, I'm getting the feeling you do not want to be blindsided in your life again through people, and especially romance. And for some of y'all, it's from you, like your own self-sabotage, and you don't want to be blindsided by the things you don't understand about yourself. You don't want to be blindsided by any illusion that you have, and I think that that's inspiring you to either one, heal, and to take action towards healing any self-sabotage, or to, like, some of y'all might be feeling really afraid and stuck, that like it's almost like this preconceived assumption or fear that, and I don't mean to say to invalidate, it's almost like, shit, like what if a fear comes up and I don't know how to handle it? It's almost like that I'm feeling. But I feel like Spirit is saying, look at this entire journey, how far you've come. How much did you already handle that you thought you couldn't? It is really the advice and the question here. If anything comes up that you didn't see before, it's not your fault that you didn't have the awareness before, because remember, in order to change something, we have to have the awareness of that said thing to be able to make a change. If you don't have the awareness, you whatsoever cannot be conscious of it and take any sort of action, right? So I feel like it's a process, and I feel like Spirit wants to remind you that on this journey, it's a process to relinquishing fear and finding freedom within yourself. It's a process, and it's not something that happens overnight. And if any fear comes up, you do have the choice to heal that. You do have the choice to understand yourself, and it wouldn't be like a blindsiding moment. Rather, it would be a moment where your fear is making itself known to you because it wants to be released, right? Your fear is almost looking to you for help in a way, like trying to be your friend or trying to get you to understand it, because it just really wants to go. It just really wants to be healed. It wants to be transmuted, right? So when you look at it in that sense, I feel like you can't really think, oh, I'm blindsiding myself every time I have a fear, or I'm, you know, it's more like, I'm having a moment, I'm having a down day. Can we figure this out? Can I take my time? Can I be patient with myself? Can I understand where my fears are coming from? It's more like that. Like, they want you to adopt that approach if any fear comes up. But they're saying you've come so far, and honestly, like, you could use a bit more balance in your life when it comes to giving and receiving, especially during your job and like your work. There's an element of needing to call your energy back in and take time to retreat and care for yourself, because that will be able to make you participate stronger in what it is that you're doing for your job, your work, or just people around you. And for yourself, it will make you come back stronger and better. But I do feel that maybe you're afraid as well of not being reciprocated fairly with this person, you know? And I feel like Spirit is saying a lot of your fears, a lot of your doubts are very valid, because we all have that fear, right? Fear of rejection, fear of something falling apart. And I also feel like Spirit is saying, if it falls apart, let it fall apart, because it really wasn't meant to stay. And forcing things to stay beyond what they can do right now is a form of control, right? And it comes from our past. I'm not saying that this connection, this person, and you are going to fall apart, but if it does work out, you know, it would have been a learning moment for your fears, right? It would have been a learning moment for you. It really boils down to, like, what do you trust? Do you want to live in fear, or do you want to live in empowerment, basically? Is kind of the advice that I'm coming down to here. Are you able to understand that your fears are a teacher here, and they're not here to disservice you, right? It's almost like that. So I do understand that fears can be a great service to us as human beings, and that they can show us where to grow. And I feel like that's all your fears would be trying to do. So if this has been like a turbulent time for you and you're just kind of unsure, you're uncertain about things, I feel like Spirit is saying a lot of this is happening to teach you right now. And I'm not saying like you have to go through really hard moments to learn, right? Because we can all learn and heal through love and happy moments too. It's just the same when it comes to that. But definitely if you're in a period of feeling stagnant, unknown, uncertain, and fearful, there's a need to kind of look within yourself and to really ask these questions of self-sabotage, right? Like, am I self-sabotaging again? Is this a self-fulfilling prophecy? It's almost like that. So definitely be mindful of that practice that you do, you know, that habit. But thank you, Pile 1, for watching, and I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. It would mean a lot to my small channel as it is continuing to grow. Thank you so much for being here and for just clicking on my video. It means so much to me. I hope you have a great day and night, and let me know if it resonated. Bye! Okay. Hi there, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to be discussing what message Spirit has for you and advice towards the end, so stick around for that if you would like to, but let's get into it. We have Chiron, core wounds, vulnerability, potential through pain, angel of balance, the Four of Swords. I just heard calamity, the Magician. We're going to talk about that. Temperance. Okay. I find it so interesting both of this came out because both cards are about balance. So that is a huge sign. Alright. Let's put this here and move this. Yeah, I know. Me and my uneven spread. Okay. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Wonderful. Alright, Pile 2. So maybe some of y'all have been over here catastrophizing and have been viewing things from a sense of pain, and that's not to invalidate any one of you because this is a judgment-free space and we all as human beings do this. There's something going on where you're viewing something from a distorted lens, a past lens that used to work for you but does not carry you very well in the present moment in this lifetime and into where you need to be. Into where you know you need to be is what I just heard. So Spirit just corrected me. So maybe you do know where you want to be and you have fears that are stopping you. And it's I would say bothering you maybe. Yeah, and you don't know what to do about it. Or maybe you do know and it's just taking some time to work through it after all. And I feel like Spirit is saying that this inner tension, this inner stress that is slowly been building over time needs your attention. I don't know why, but I keep seeing like boom boom, like both cups like coming together, smashing together, and then like a huge synergy of energy being released. So there's a huge thing about releasing here, and maybe it makes you feel uncomfortable because it could look like an emotional release, it could look like venting, it could look like crying, it could look like you're quite literally falling apart, when in reality it's just your emotions need to come out, right? Maybe you've been too still for too long, maybe things have been too stagnant, and Spirit's message is it's okay to allow this release. You know it's coming, and it's okay to go through the waves and the motions of it. And it's okay to have a huge release because maybe it might help you feel better in the long run instead of holding on to it or hiding it or keeping it hush hush is what I heard. It's okay to have such big feelings, and it's okay to release that because as human beings we can't pretend it's all okay forever. At some point we're going to have a huge release if we keep hiding, right? And it's only to balance our life and our emotional state and our mental state if it has been out of balance, right? It's only natural to release after what's been hidden. And therefore it does make sense that we do have both balance cards here because there's a need to release a past perspective here, release a past judgment, release the past belief, whatever it looks like for you, in order to invite more room for dualism, is what I heard. Because what I'm called to notice, one angel is holding one cup or whatever the heck this thing is, and then this angel is holding two. I almost feel like there's a lot of different viewpoints you could have about life right now, and you're struggling to manage them, and you don't really know how to meet them in the middle. Or maybe you've been seeing things black and white and you're not making much space for gray room, and I feel like Spirit's kind of saying it's okay to not be sure about everything, and it's okay to have multiple perspectives to balance things out. Like it's definitely okay, and nothing is ever about black and white. There's so much truth to everything, and there's so much to understand, right? We are everything and nothing at the same time. And there's really no need to have to choose one over the other. If you just saw me, I was just applying chapstick. My poor lips. Anyway, maybe some of y'all need chapstick. Not to call any of you guys out, but as I was saying, I feel like you don't have to choose between one or the other. You can have both and be okay and accepting of it, and to just meet yourself in the middle, because we're all just like tiny little human beings floating on a big huge rock in outer space, and there's a need to breathe and to just welcome that new perspective in, that we're all just floating in outer space right now. I feel like Spirit wants you to zoom out and not take life so seriously right now, and that will help you release. That will help you just be like, holy shit, we really, I mean, there's people having Christmas lights out here, and we're in the middle of outer space where it's a black endless void that we don't know how long it goes out for, and there's someone who has Christmas lights right now, and it's almost not serious. It's almost as if nothing matters, but some things do matter, okay? But it's almost like that, like just viewing things from a outsider's perspective, I would kind of say, and zooming out, giving yourself the chance to zoom out, to have a more balanced approach to life. If you've been really focused on the details and detail-oriented stuff and work, that could be causing, or maybe be adding to stress right now, and I think that there's a need to pull away, retreat, and maybe go on a mini break or vacation, and to remember what it's like to look at the world, is what I just heard. So maybe you guys have been isolated for some time and need to go out into the world, go hiking is what I just heard, and maybe go to the park and touch some grass. okay, not like touch grass and like touch actual grass, but like, you know, or maybe if you want to do that, maybe if that brings you like peace, like just sitting in nature, yeah, go ahead. But there's a real need anyway to like get in touch with nature and to sit in it and to get grounded, to like feel what the sun is like on your body and like your face, and like feel the air, and you know, just enjoy, like wake up and smell the roses. It's kind of like that. There's a need for that, and I think that will help you a lot, pile twos. Chiron, I don't know if I'm saying that properly, but Chiron is a very it's a planet of like wounded healing, and the wounds that we have surrounding our Chiron placement in our astrology chart are things that we can continuously heal in this lifetime, but will not fully be healed, at least from what is I understood. This is not to say you have to stay in imprisonment forever, in a mental prison or an emotional prison. This is to say that these wounds need a lot of care and attention in this lifetime, and depending on your placement, depending on what you're going through, what you're facing, it's going to require constant revisitation and constant love, right? I don't want to say that as in like your wounds are being clingy or desperate for your attention. No, rather they want to be taken time to be understood in this lifetime, and they really want to be seen and understood the way people haven't been able to understand those parts of you. That's what Chiron is all about. It's a very personal process to freedom and liberation and revisitation, revisiting your past to constantly release it, releasing maybe how people saw you in your past, maybe revisiting and releasing old belief systems, old ways of thinking, old ways of navigating emotions, anything, honestly, any of your core wounds. And there's a real need to be vulnerable here with yourself and to have an honest release here, whether that looks like journaling or crying it out. I feel like Spirit's encouraging you to have a real release here, and maybe this will actually bring you clarity. Maybe this might actually invite you to like sit down and have a, I'm burping. So I know that burping is associated with releasing energy, at least through other tarot readers that I watch. So I don't personally see it like that, but maybe that might, I don't know, coincide with what I'm saying somehow. Correlation isn't causation, but to bring psychology into this. But the Magician, yes, I'm getting a vibe that some of you guys might really need to sit down, get on the ground, stay on your yoga mat, and just cry it out, honestly, and be so real, raw, and honest and vulnerable. Like, I don't like this, but this is what I like. I don't like this, but this is where I want to be. I don't like what this, I don't like any of this. Like, there's a real need to be honest like that, and to allow yourself to have a perspective of your own. So if you've been incredibly limiting and restricting of like how you're supposed to see the world and how you're supposed to navigate your wounds, it's not only like suffocating, but detrimental, because we can never fit ourselves into a box, and we can't ever be a box and fit all of its dimensions and cues and all that stuff, right? We're just so unique, and we have our own needs, and it's very specific, and we have to tailor ourselves to them, right? Because not everyone, we cannot always fit into everyone's expectations and boxes all the time, and like their checklists, right? We don't work that way. Our brains and our wounds do not work that way. I also just heard schedule a rest day or your body will for you. So that is an extremely important message. You need rest, you need rejuvenation, and I think Spirit is saying like, girl, it's okay, whether you're a girl or not, like it's okay to rest and to really be raw and honest. You're not a bad person. You're not going to be hated for saying what it is you like and don't like. You're not a bad person. You're a human being with real feelings and needs, okay? It's okay. We're all human. We all have moments where we don't like something someone said, or we do things that we personally don't like and are guilty of. We do things that we like and don't like. You know, it's really okay, and it's really just like normal. And I feel like there's a need to normalize that within yourself. There's a need to normalize having an existence. I kind of feel, if I'm gonna be honest, because existing means having a perspective and having an opinion and having likes and dislikes. Existing in this body means liking certain things and disliking other things, and that's all part of the human experience, right? I mean, how are you supposed to get to know yourself if you don't have those ideas, concepts to tap into, right? Wow, okay. Pile 2, you are being incredibly hard on yourself. Please pat yourself on the back and please try to take it easy, all right? Let's get you some advice. Let's get you some advice. I don't know why I felt like singing, so maybe some of you guys like singing, and like singing is therapeutic for you, so doing that would help. Or music. Music is very therapeutic for you guys right now. Ooh, let me get some advice from my pile 2 spirit. Okay, we're just gonna reshuffle. I don't know if I should take that out or just leave it in the video. That was hilarious. I did not think that card was gonna come out and say hi, but we'll keep it in mind because that does seem like very important. And look at what the heck? Wait a minute. These two just flipped out again. Okay, what the heck is going on, pile 2? I mean, you guys are the viewers. I don't know. You wouldn't know. Spirit, are y'all being cheeky or what? Let's get pile 2 some messages up in here, please. Oh, 10 of Cups. We love that for you. If you don't know what it is, we'll explain about it. Don't worry. You're like, what's she talking about? 10 of Cups? I don't know what that is. I'm not a tarot reader. I'm just here to sit down and take in this information. Like, I don't know what she's doing. Divine Wisdom. We actually had that come out for pile 1 too. Wow, this has been very popular. That has been a very popular card, huh? That's crazy. Ooh, we're gonna take this. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right, pile 2. So right away for advice, we have fulfillment. 10 of Cups is the ultimate wish fulfillment card, especially for romance and family and home life. The Cups talks about emotional fulfillment, and the 10 of Cups talks about completion in your wishes and your dreams and everything you've seen for yourself. So I do believe the Spirit as advice is saying you are reaching this point of fulfillment and completion in yourself. Release your worry, release your inner tension about this, and know that it is all unfolding and happening for your highest good. If you've been feeling like you're not even close to that, I don't know why I was just shuffling my cards, but sometimes my hands just like fidget because they do. Divine Wisdom talks about restructuring and letting things fall apart so that they can realign. This talks about Spirit having like fated events in your life, whatever that means for you. If you don't believe in fate, that's completely okay. It talks about having certain situations happen in your life to realign you with what's important, and maybe Spirit is having these situations, these moments, these ups and downs happen because there's something that needs to be rebalanced, and you need to be realigned on this path. You need to tap into your groundedness, your stability, your roots, your homeliness, right? Queen of Pentacles takes care of her home and is very generous within herself and for other people, but she knows her worth, and she's very warm-hearted, yes, but is very centered and does not like lose her cool. She's very in touch with herself and her ancient past. She's very, you don't need to be a female for this to resonate. I'm just describing the card. But maybe Spirit is inviting you to tap into this cool, collected, grounded, centered energy that you know you have. There's this need to get savvy almost with like your wishes and your dreams, like you know what's coming, nothing can shake that, your past cannot shake that, your wounds and your fears cannot determine your future and what's next, like things like that. I feel like Spirit is encouraging you to get into. Let's pull another card, because this Divine Wisdom is a little bit vague sometimes, so another card for pile 2, Spirit. What's up in here? So we actually got 2 cards. I'm gonna take them. Page of Wands and 10 of Wands. Ooh. Alrighty, so for some of y'all, can you see that? Yes, you can. There is something you invested in that brought a lot more stress than you would have thought, or it's at least high maintenance, or you're at least assuming that it would be. I'm not sure, but okay, there's one message I'm getting. For advice, if there is a job position that you took and it's been very high maintenance, but you know you're achieving this Queen of Pentacles position, meaning abundance, you're flourishing financially, you're getting to where you need to be, but you're exhausted and you feel like you need to push through constantly every day, I feel like Spirit is saying, yes, you have financial security and abundance, and you're getting there, you're building that. But what about your long-term emotional fulfillment? What about walking the path of peace and bliss and having everything that you need? Yes. And enjoying yourself, because look, these are 2 10s. We have 2 10s right here, but one of them is a lot more peaceful and blissful, and the other is extremely exhausting and is asking of you to be like it's high maintenance, like it's hard to handle, it's hard to push through every day. While this card is a card of resilience, of course, and mastery, both of them are about mastery, but both of them talk about mastering things in a completely different viewpoint. So I feel like Spirit for advice is saying you could have this peace and bliss and have your heart's desires and wants met and still be fulfilled, or it's like you could be pushing through exhausted, fatigued every day, and just find a lot of struggle where you're at right now and continue this when this exists too. This is already here just as much as this is. It's all about perception. And I feel like maybe if you've been working you've been very exhausted, I feel like something is shifting and realigning you on this path to peace and fulfillment. Maybe you're realizing that shit, I don't want to keep pushing myself exhausted and be so tired every day when I come home from work or when I do this thing or project. Like, I don't want to be so exhausted and tired in this relationship, job, project, group work thing. I want this to change. Maybe that's what's causing you a lot of stress, because now it's shifting your paradigm, it's shifting what you want, it's shifting your needs, it's shifting your focus, and you're trying to see things from a different viewpoint. And I think Spirit is saying this is all happening for a higher purpose, so that you can realign with what's meant for your heart here. It's happening so you can realign with your peace, your bliss, and your centeredness. The Queen of Pentacles is, yes, she's very connected to her heart. She is really connected to her heart space as a whole. I would say she's similar to the Queen of Cups, but definitely has a sense of connection to nature and life around her, whereas the Queen of Cups is very spiritual, and both are great at caring for home, so I wouldn't discount that. But I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is heavily, I won't say heavily, but very connected to nature and the people around her, and understands how to navigate this materialistic world with a sense of peace and groundedness. And I think that's what Spirit is trying to bring you to. They don't want you to be feeling this stress and exhaustion, and maybe it started out as a beautiful thing. It started out as such a great project, a great idea, and then quickly it may have led to this burnout and exhaustion and fatigue. And I think that this is falling apart because Spirit is saying there's something better for you out there. This long-term fulfillment, come on. I mean, it's the ultimate peace and bliss and happiness, and it's the ultimate satisfaction here, and that's where Spirit is trying to bring you right now. And it's okay to let it fall apart, is what I heard. It's okay to say goodbye. It's okay to end this for something better. It's always going to be there for you. This love and this peace and fulfillment is not running away, but you are. It is what I heard. You are running from it. The more you choose a very exhausting, demanding way of living, right? So they definitely want you to look at that a lot more. Wow, okay. Thank you so much, Pile 2. And I hope this brought you clarity, and I hope this resonated. This was my brain has just been really, really funny, but okay. I hope you found it really funny too, and I hope that you enjoyed this. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. We're going to be discussing what messages Spirit has for you and advice towards the end, so stick around for that. But let's get into your reading. We have Aries, trailblazing, innovative, and fearless. So you could be an Aries or someone else. Contract, Page of Pentacles. Excuse my little sniffling. The weather's been very funky here. The Hanged Man. I'm actually gonna... yeah. All my spreads have been uneven in this video. The Chariot. Alright, so this is already a very interesting spread that we have going on here. Why it's interesting? Because the Hangman is all about non-action and limbo, while the Chariot in Aries is all about action and going and picking up speed. So what's going on here, Pile 3? Let me get a clarifier, please, Spirit. Why do we have the Hangman and the Chariot here? What's up with this energy here? What's up with this? Death. Ooh. Alright, so don't take this literally, please. That's not what that card is about. Alright. So, definitely pile 3, you're on a massive, you're going through a lot of changes when it comes to your perception of life right now and where and what it is you want to do next. There's a lot of personal development. I always take the Page of Pentacles as personal development and a journey towards inner growth and expansion within yourself, but also around you. You may have your eyes on a prize right now, whether that's like a job or someone else or a friendship or something. And the Page of Pentacles is very dedicated and loyal, very ambitious, and does not want to let go of that prize, right? They know its worth, they know what they're worth, and they're just starting out. Never mind they're a page, but they've got a lot of drive and ambition and motivation. They've got a lot of long-term standing goals here that are beginning to take shape and develop. And I do believe that it is still growing and adjusting, don't get me wrong, whether it's related to your finances, your spiritual journey, a relationship, like your ideas are still in development here. So there's a need to kind of slow it down a little bit and to not rush. Because we do have the Chariot and Aries right here, so that's a lot of like Martian energy here. There's like a need to kind of be more balanced in your approach right now, because you're still realizing and you're still growing in terms of your perception and your ideas of relationships and maybe just like life in your journey right now. And there's still something to be understood here, especially when it comes to unconditional love, because we have the number 6. So I think that you're realizing and learning a lot about unconditional love for yourself and other people, and it's making you feel very free. It's making you I heard releasing the shackles, and that's a very liberating feeling, right? I feel like you're releasing a lot of shackles. I feel like you're releasing a lot of doubt, fear, and inhibitions, and you're letting yourself loose, letting your hair down, if you got long hair, girl or not. But there's a lot about taking a direct approach to your life right now and taking a very assertive approach, which is not bad or wrong. We love that. Definitely you're learning about unconditional love and what it means to show up in relationships, especially with that sense of unconditional love for yourself and another person. And this is not easy, because like we do have the Hangman and the Death card, and you've been through a lot, pile 3. You've been through a lot of like inner transformation, or maybe you're going through this right now. You're going through a lot of like perception changes. You're going through a lot of 360 revelations, like in your perception. Like you're like, this is a whole new world. I've never been here before. Oh my god, a whole new world, a whole new place to finally be. Way up here. From Aladdin, I think. Aladdin. Yeah, there's like a lot of like perception changes, and I feel like you're seeing things from a bird's eye view than you haven't before. It's like you're flying on the magic carpet and you're singing a whole new world, and you're seeing things from below now. Like you're up and you're seeing it from below. Like you're having a huge transformation in your perception, whether that's related to love, finances, your spiritual journey, could be all of it too. Massive upheaval and transformation. And I have to say, like, that is a lot, but it also is very freeing and liberating. I must say, good job pile 3. And for those of you who are struggling to handle this, good job anyway. You're doing wonderful, sweetie. That meme. But seriously, you are doing wonderful, pile 3. Some of y'all have been in university and have been working really hard and just are not able to see your grades, or kind of if you're doing well or not. Some of you guys don't really know, and it's causing maybe some stress. It's causing you to be a little bit more like uneasy, like shit, should I be doing better or not? And maybe this is where this innovative action is coming from, because you're starting to take maybe your uni work more seriously if you have it. Maybe you're starting to take more action towards learning and your development in uni. Maybe you're starting to take your studies more seriously if you haven't been able to, right? Or maybe if you haven't been able to put your focus on uni, that's changing, and you're prioritizing uni work right now to raise your grades and to get to where you want to be. If that's not the case, if you're in a relationship and things have been changing a hell of a lot, both you and your partner have been realizing a lot in the relationship, I feel that it is necessary towards the growth of this connection and towards the commitment of it. In a way, commitment is being tested right now, I'm not gonna lie, because like I do see the Page of Pentacles here, and it's almost like your commitment is being tested to one another. And I'm not saying your commitment is necessarily weak, rather this is like a test to kind of show, not test, I don't like using that word, but rather it's more of to see how you two can handle conflict and how you two can navigate issues as a couple or friends, or just like whatever your status is with this person. It could be you're just like learning to figure things out together in this lifetime right now as you're currently facing things, and there's nothing wrong with that. But definitely there's, look at this, I'm actually drawn to both these figures. Wow. So maybe you're meeting eye to eye with your partner, actually, some of you guys, or friend. Maybe you're able to see each other from a beautiful perspective now after everything you've been through. Maybe you're entering a committed partnership and you're so ready for this, and you guys are seeing eye to eye, and it's beautiful because you guys are able to meet each other in the middle and bridge each other's perceptions and your values right now. So whether you knew this person or not and had a separation and now you're coming back, either way, like this person is able to understand you in a way that you haven't felt understood before, and it feels amazing. It feels like a breath of fresh air is what I'm getting from this woman here. You feel like you can take on the world. You feel like you can do this. It's feeling very free, and it's almost like this connection or this person is taking off the blindfold for you so you can really understand each other's perception here. If this is not a relationship, then I definitely see this being like your past version. Like you're able to see them in a different perception right now, and you're able to see your past in your wounded self or your core self as not necessarily separate, but a version of you that once was there and once served you, and you're making peace with that, I would say. And you're able to release that past version with peace and love right now. Honestly, that is wonderful, pile 3. Wow. Snaps for you, pile 3. Good job, honestly. Wow. Good job, because that is feeding into your own peace and your own love, honestly, and your own development. And whether you're on this journey and you're uncertain, you're scared, good job anyway. Good job for figuring it out and still trying to, because we don't have it all together. So wow, that is amazing. Good on you. Good on you, pile 3. But wow, definitely this is like huge unconditional loving energy for your past self, yourself right now, and then maybe if you're with a partner or hoping to enter a committed relationship, there's a lot of unconditional love surrounding that too. You could be an Aries, you could be a Pisces, you could be a Scorpio. We have Cancer here, all the earth signs, so Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I don't know why I was gonna say Gemini. Gemini is an air sign. That's funny. But I definitely feel like you're moving towards a faster paced life where you're taking more action, you're feeling good about the actions you're taking, you're setting more intention, you're deciding what's for you and what is not for you. I feel like the more you tap into yourself, the more you're deciding, I want this and I don't want this. I like this, but I don't like this, you know? It's kind of like when you go shopping and you're like one of those mean girls and you're kind of like, I want that Gucci bag. But if not, like, you don't need to be a mean girl, but like it's kind of like funny. It's just like funny. But I feel like you're just having a really great time, or you're moving into a great time in your life, and you're just feeling so good about yourself. You're feeling like a leader of your own life, and that's amazing. You're feeling like you're in control, you're in the front seat again, you're the one driving. You know, that's how it's beginning to feel. Never mind, you're still developing your ideas of life and relationships and love right now. You're feeling great about what you just released. That is like what I'm understanding about this right now. But let's jump into advice for, oh Lord, advice for you. Alrighty. Spirit, can we get some advice for my pile 3s? Advice for my pile 3s. Wow, this literally came out in pile 2. What is happening? Because like the cards that I've been getting for like each pile are so interconnected. I don't know if this is like a collective thing. Seven of Cups. I would think that that's a collective thing. Like maybe we're just all collectively clicking right now. We're all just collectively vibing in the spirit realm. I love that. Alrighty, Spirit, can we get some messages for pile 3? Ooh, the Star. Oh my god, that makes me so happy. Alrighty, right away we as advice, there's a lot of temptation around what is next. All right, I will say there's a lot of fantasy, there's a lot of not idealization, but there's a lot of daydreaming, like from your inner child. I will say there's a lot of like hopeless, almost like being a hopeless romantic, but not necessarily for someone, although it could be. It's about your life, like you're romanticizing your life with this Moon and the Seven of Cups. I've never gotten that message before with those cards, but it's actually quite beautiful. I cannot help but feel like you're romanticizing your life again, pile 3, or at least that's what's coming in. Look who came to say hi. Oh my god, this literally happened in pile 2 as well. We had some like old cards that I pulled for them, like say hi again. Wow, okay, I don't even know what to say to that. That has like never happened consistently in a reading before. Anyway, I could not make that up. Alrighty. Definitely, I feel like... Alright. If we're talking astrologically, Neptune, Pluto, bam. That's what's happening here. If you don't know, Neptune is connected to our intuition, spirituality, dreams, manifestation, and Pluto is the real change. Pluto is the charge, the backbone, the instigator, and then like you have Neptune like boom, and then you're like a strong pact. That is what I'm getting here. That is what's happening here for you, pile 3. Huge, significant, massive change that you've been dreaming about, that you've been romanticizing about, that you've been fantasizing and manifesting and praying about. Okay, I cannot help but stress that like it's coming true, it's happening for you, and it feels like a turnover, like you could not imagine life going this way, or maybe you could, but like it's been hard to grasp at the straws for any tangible change, and that's changing. It's the fact that you can now touch and manipulate it with your hands. I don't know why that sounds so sciencey, but it's like having your manifestations come true one day, and you're kind of like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I received that text. I cannot believe I received that promotion at my work. I cannot believe I received $100. I cannot believe I just got this career opportunity, and they want me, right? They signed me up. Like, wow, it's like that. And you're just out here living your best life, pile 3. I love that. And the Star talks all about wishes coming true, wish fulfillment. And the Star is a beautiful card to get because it is the hope after everything we've lost. It is the card of rebuilding our hopes and dreams and our faith and restoring that. So I cannot help but feel like daydreaming is almost your passageway, your birthright to making manifestations come true. And you know this, and you're open to embracing your dreams now and everything that needs to change to make it happen. You're no longer holding back, or at least if you are holding back, I feel like Spirit's advice for you is don't hold back. Don't hold back your inhibitions, and embrace and accept all transformations that are ready to happen for you to make your dreams come true, to make yourself happy, right? It's not necessarily an upheaval that you'll be dissatisfied with. It's more so like loving, restoring change, like change that restores your faith in humanity, change that restores your faith in yourself, change that restores your faith with Spirit. It's that kind of change that will have you thinking, oh my God, Spirit had my back the entire time. This is what I'm strongly getting. Pile 3, you have a strong energy. I love that. I could just like feel it. Wow. But definitely there's like a calling here with the Moon. I want to get another card for that. Spirit, why do we have like the Moon here? 2 of Swords. Okay, so maybe you do. All my cards just fell. Pile 3, excuse me. Alright, as I was saying, pile 3, let's get back to it. That was a bit of an awkward moment, but I'm very clumsy, so I'm used to it. With this 2 of Swords and the Moon, I cannot help but feel like you're definitely doubting this journey, this path, where to go and how to make your dreams come true. And you're very uncertain, but it's like you're trying to discern how your dreams can manifest in the long term. And it's like, I don't see it, but like, how do I see it? And it's kind of like Spirit saying you don't have all the information right now to be able to make that judgment, and that's fine. That's okay. You'll cross that bridge when it comes to you. That's the vibe I'm getting. When you're ready to meet your dream, then you'll be able to see clearly. When your dream comes to you, then you'll know what to do. Then you'll be able to take inspired action, right? I think for now, kind of in a limbo phase, or kind of like nothing's happening. I don't really see much, maybe. And I feel like Spirit's definitely saying that will not last very long. The change you need is coming. The change you need is here. The change you need... Okay, my battery. What is going on, pile 3? My battery's running low. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, let's continue. I feel like Spirit is saying we're gonna persevere no matter what the struggle is. We're gonna persevere. Get your message. I feel like Spirit is definitely saying, now I have brain fog. Oh my gosh. So I don't know if your life has just been like a lot of random interruptions like that, and you're kind of like, I don't know what's going on, but something's going on, and that's probably why you clicked on this tarot reading. I don't know, but like there's just like, there is some fear definitely and doubt, but as I was saying, when you're ready to cross that bridge, when it comes to making long-term decisions, you'll cross it when it comes to you, is the vibe that I'm getting. That is the advice that I feel Spirit has for you. Alright, pile 3, thank you so much, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a little laugh. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that this resonated for you. And please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It's always appreciated to help this channel grow. Thank you so much, and have a great day or night. Bye!